Hey guys, welcome. We're going to be making some of the best food possible for you today. We're going to be making smoked queso. So why smoked queso? Why not is a better question to ask. It's fall season. The Big Ten has finally returned to us. The Iowa Hawkeyes are going to be taking the field. If you don't like the Iowa Hawkeyes, maybe we'll still be friends. That's okay. But people are wanting to get into the tailgating atmosphere, right? And smoked queso is just like this new wonderful thing. And I love it because it has pork sausage in it, which is like the greatest thing known to mankind. And then you're gonna wrap it in cheese, you're gonna toss some peppers, you're gonna toss tomatoes in there. It's gonna be fabulous. We're gonna show you a couple different ways of doing it. We have over here a very simple recipe. You can probably find all these ingredients in your house right now if you're super hungry and craving it. And over here, we have a bit more out there cheeses to play with as well. Some chorizo that's gonna be just it's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. We're gonna have a good time.
Let's talk ingredients. For our fancy recipe, we have chorizo that we already fried in a pan and drained the grease from, 6 different cheeses, Velveeta, American, Monterey Jack, sharp cheddar, Fontina, and queso fresco, which we will be adding in later, 1 diced white onion, 2 diced tomatoes, some smoked poblano and jalapeno peppers also diced, and a little more than 1 cup of chicken broth. As we put this together, I want to explain why pork sausage works so well with smoked queso. There is a plethora of different pork sausages, and they all can bring a different fun flavor to your smoked queso. For this, we are using a nice spicy chorizo. If you can't find chorizo, feel free to try Italian sausage, breakfast sausage, or bratwurst. If the only thing you can find or have on hand are sausages or bratwurst in a casing, just take a knife, open them up, and remove the sausage. The rest of the ingredients can easily be ad-libbed. I did decide to go with these because I believe these are foundational to any good queso. The cheeses, onions, tomatoes, and peppers are all incredible backup singers. Oh, don't want to leave those peppers behind. All incredible backup singers to our chorizo. Lastly, we don't want to forget our chicken broth. Since we are smoking this, it'll help prevent our queso from drying out too quickly or burning. For the simpler recipe that we are doing in the oven, all you'll need is any pork sausage, Velveeta cheese, a can of pre-diced tomatoes, a diced white onion, jalapeno peppers, and a can of cream of mushroom soup. For this recipe, we are using only processed cheese, and there's a very specific reason for this. Not only do they taste amazing, but they are necessary for making queso. You need some processed cheeses in order for your queso to have a creamy texture. It'll also keep it creamy longer as opposed to more refined cheeses, which become hard as they cool. I would recommend having at least 50% of your queso be made up of processed cheese. For the rest of the ingredients, it is up to you on what you want to include depending on what you have on hand. There is no right or wrong way to doing this outside of needing pork sausage and some processed cheese. We have our smoker set to 250 degrees, and you can let it sit on there anywhere from an hour to even 6 hours, depending on how much smoky flavor you want it to pick up. Be sure to come back every 30 minutes or so, though, to stir the queso to make sure everything is being well incorporated and nothing is burning on the top or the bottom. Our oven was set to 350 degrees, which fully melted our queso in about an hour. There is no need to keep it in there any longer than that because we aren't gaining any smoky flavor.
Okay, we've pulled our smoker one. Oh, he's looking. That's all I can do. Guys, this is so good. So, not only is it enough to have smoked queso, you need a vessel for your smoked queso. And there's literally anything, like even from a spoon to a piece of bread to a pickle to a soft pretzel, whatever you have available, even probably a lollipop is gonna work for you. You can just use this as like a super souped up fondue. Get yourself a bread bowl. It's gonna hold it well. Recommend like a sourdough or a rye, something a little denser, or else it's just gonna be all like soppy. You can make it into a super fancy chili dog. We got that too. Whatever you want. The world is your oyster. Make it what you want it to be. I'm gonna try the hot dog, to be honest. I've been dying for this. Yeah, we got meat sticks, we got chips. I recommend the Scoopy Scoops because then you can hold it all together. Some tortilla chips that I just took like taco shells and cut them up. We got some sweet peppers. Those are gonna be great. And I talked about the pickles. I'm excited for the pickles too. So smoked queso, Make it yourself. Be the hero on game day or any day of the week when you're gonna make this. If it gets a little too cold because you have it in foil pans, pop it back in that oven, let it melt down again. You're gonna be the life of the party. Everyone's gonna want you. Pop it in a crock pot, back on the smoker, whatever you want. Like, this is your vessel of success. Take it and go to victory.